Okay. Hi, welcome to Tea Time. I'm your host, Jaelyn, and I'm here with AJ.
Howdy.
I knew you were going to say that. So, we just aired our first episode. How long ago was that? A few days ago? And, guys, it was a good first start. We got 11 subscribers. So, hi, subscribers. Thanks for subscribing.
I am two of those.
You're two of them. You have two counts? Okay, so we only have 9 subscribers and can't count me, so technically we only have 8 subscribers.
8 subscribers.
Hi, our 8 subscribers, and I know a few of them because about 3 of them is one's my boyfriend, one's my boyfriend's brother, and my mom. I think, yeah, my mom's subscribed. Hey, Mom. Thanks for watching it.
We're at 55 views as of right now.
We're famous out here. We're going viral. We're going viral. I feel like our first episode actually was really good.
I thought it was pretty good.
I think everyone enjoyed it, and I mean, who watched it, who I know.
Well, I don't think someone who doesn't watch it won't enjoy it. So
I'm just drinking my Sonic. I feel like every time I get on the show, I gotta have Sonic with me.
I'm gonna do the same then.
But that's a lot of money to spend.
I mean, I already go to Sonic every day.
Sure you do. I do not. But I mean, I could spend $1 every day. Nah. That just adds up. Right? You know, I should get a credit card.
That's a terrible idea.
No, because then if you spend $1 at Sonic, you build up credit.
Yeah, but then you're gonna forget and you're gonna be like, oh no, I'm in debt.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't forget. I don't like that part. Okay, so we're gonna kind of piggyback off our first episode. So as you guys know, we are in college. We're both college students. Actually, both juniors in college, which is it crazy?
How many hours are you at?
Oh my god, AJ, I don't even know. I know okay, so technically I would classify it as a sophomore because I'm 3 credits behind.
Okay, so am I.
So
57.
So, yeah, okay, well, I don't know how many hours I'm at. I don't know if I'm at
120 gets you a pass.
So I did 12, 15, right? 15, so add that up.
Okay. I'm not going to, but it's not 60.
Here's the math. I know that's not 60, but that's why I said I'm just 3 credits behind currently. But that's easy fix. I can just jump that back up junior year.
I would have been at 60, but I did drop a class. But yeah, we're technically juniors because we're going into our
This is our third year, which it's wild to think we're going to be done.
Yeah, we're almost done. Unless something happens to us. What happened to my sister? She had to go for like 2 or 3 more years.
For why?
Because they didn't... Did you say for why?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. for what? I always say things grammarly and crude. Sometimes, just because it's called Jaelyn language. You guys have to know. Don't worry, you're gonna have to get us. You're gonna get bits of it through the podcast. This whole time we're shooting, guys. But what happened?
She transferred and lost some credits.
See, that's tough.
Yeah,
that is really tough. Well, with me being an athlete, I have extra year eligibility for to run for a year.
That's cool.
So honestly, if I take it, I can get my master's degree.
That'd be really cool.
But we're seeing I need a master's because while I'm studying it, I don't know if I need it. Now, what are you studying in? Because
I'm trying to be in math.
Okay, so
the
at
overarching industry I want to be in is tech industry.
Okay.
But yeah, at first I was going to be computer science.
Yeah.
I took a comp sci class and I was like, this is okay, but what I really enjoy is the math part of it. So when I tried to be a math major, and that's what I'm really enjoying, because if I get bored of like a tech industry job, I can do business, finance, accounting, actuarial science, all kinds of stuff, and that's why I like the math degree.
Shout out to my mom. She majored in accounting, but she decided she wanted to switch because I don't think she was really into all the math and stuff. But I mean, she's a teacher now. I mean, she got all that figured out. She got her master's degree actually. Like, what was it?
That's
technically.
So cool.
That's what, a year or 2 years ago maybe? No, it's a year ago. Had to be a year ago.
Well, what's your goal? Are you going to stop at a bachelor's degree?
For me, do I want to stop at a bachelor's degree? Man. I don't know. I've been going back and forth in my brain about it because I think, do I really need it? But is it nice to just be like, hey, I got a master's? Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool to get I mean, it's going to be a lot of money, but it'd be really cool.
For you.
For anything.
For you.
Okay.
Not me. If I get my stuff paid for with my athletics, then I'm good. See, we have two different college experiences.
Yeah,
that's what we're going to speak on.
Two very different.
We have here, AJ is pretty much, I would say, a regular student. Okay,
yeah.
You're a regular student who goes to classes in the morning. Maybe if you have I don't know, you didn't work during the school year, right?
I did this semester, but normally no.
Normally, well, only reason you worked this past semester because of COVID.
Yeah.
And you did everything online. You were at home, so
yeah.
that's the only reason you worked. But I'm saying if you're on campus,
normal semester probably won't work.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
yeah, I guess a normal student.
I wouldn't say normal. I just say I call them It's like AP versus like regular students. Like y'all are just regular students are the people that just go to class, show up. AP are the more that does like the work. So with athletics,
so you're saying
I'm trying to say
student athlete is like a lot more difficult.
I would say a student athlete is us having a job pretty much from like 3 to 5 type of job, like all this work to make the school look good. Yes, I would say being a student athlete is a little bit more difficult than being a regular.
Okay, you know what?
See, that's my
debate
opinion.
time. Anyone that says being a student athlete is more difficult than being a regular student needs to get their brain checked. Okay, maybe
because there has to be difference.
So anytime this argument comes up, student athletes are always like, I have to, wake up early in the morning. It's always like, oh, it's negative with my time, so I lose time. That time I could be studying. That means, my grades are more likely to be worse. And it's like, all the negatives of being a student athlete. You're literally getting praised by a school, an institution. You're put onto all kinds of magazines and stuff. You're getting connections from all kinds of people that you would never meet. It's nothing but benefits to be a student athlete. And you're getting your school paid for, most likely. Not all the time.
Yeah, not all the time.
There's so many more benefits as a regular student. If I wanted to, not have as much debt, if I wanted to be on the same plane as a student athlete, I'd have to go get a job. But that job is probably going to be an entry-level job, meaning delivering pizzas, waiting tables, stuff like that. What kind of connections?
Or on campus.
What kind of connections am I going to make from doing something like that?
Well, I mean, for my sake with track, I don't think I'm not building any connections at Little
Does the
Rock.
school post about you?
I wouldn't. Okay, so they only post you if you do something well to me.
Are you featured on the
website? No.
Are you put in any kind of newspaper?
My friend does run the newspaper, so she sometimes asks me to be in the newspaper, not often, no.
Can you tell people that you're a part of a select group from a school which is an even smaller niche?
What?
So what I'm saying, it's being a student athlete is almost like being in
a celebrity kind of thing?
Not necessarily celebrity, more like a sorority.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So if if you meet someone
and be like, oh, hey, I'm on the track team, or hey, I'm on the football team, or say like
or
that.
You're like, oh, I was an alumni at, where do you go?
Little Rock. Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm an alumni from Little Rock. They're like, no way, I went there too. And I was like, were you a part of anything in Little Rock? It's like, yeah, I ran track there. They're like, that's awesome. I knew the track coach, or I really liked watching track. Boom, you're instantly have a job.
I guess. I mean, if I find a job,
that's how the world works.
I just don't think. I think if you go to a bigger institution, that would be that case. Like, say if I did go to
definitely.
UT and I ran there and
UT
I had all that, I would.
More.
Yeah, I would have all that connection. But University of Little Rock is small, and I don't know that many people that go there. People who go to Little Rock typically go to that university were from Little Rock or from Arkansas. No one really out of state people.
But imagine being a normal student at Little Rock.
Yeah, you don't get nothing.
Even less, yeah.
Well, I still feel like I'm still there though. Just being a little. I mean, I wouldn't say Little Rock's small, but I mean it's not like a hot shot like Austin, where I think that's where all the connections are really at. I mean,
not
like
all
I said,
the time. I mean, there's tons of different colleges. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying for your college.
A student athlete definitely. The benefits outweigh all the negatives, and that's just
most definitely.
The losing time is basically your biggest negative.
I mean, the stress, the mental health for being an athlete.
So only athletes experience stress?
No. I'm just saying you were just saying only time you're losing time. I'm just saying there's other negatives to it.
Well, comparatively.
Comparatively to being okay, then maybe that. And I think that's really it.
Yeah.
But I still stand by being a student athlete is not easy first you have to get recruited and you have to do all that process. You being a regular student, you just say, okay, I'm going to get my grades up, I'm going to have this GPA, have this test score to try to get these certain amount of scholarships. With being an athlete, you have to do all this other stuff that I had to do. For me, recruiting was low-key difficult.
Recruiting's always going to be difficult.
Yeah.
That's like applying to college.
Yeah, but you can go to college without having to do train for 10 years of your life just to go to a rinky-dinky school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
But again, you train, but that's because you're going to get a benefit out of it. You're getting more out of it.
But then there's still...
So if you do less, you get less. If you do more, you get more. That's just how it works.
I still think there's a lot of people that get the short hand of the stick where they work hard.
So you think working hard and then being an athlete, it's not equivalent? Like, the amount of work you put in is not the same as what you're getting out of it?
I feel like, personally, I'm not getting the things I want.
Then don't be a student athlete. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, but then, like you said, you get the benefits. So that's the only thing that, like, kind of keeps you glued in is that. It's like working a job.
So the benefit does...
It does.
Quite the same.
But then there's days where you just don't want to do your sport. Just like there's some days people want to be like, I want to drop out of college.
Yeah, that's natural, though.
That's natural, yeah. I'm just saying we both have different experiences, obviously. I feel like, like you said, time is the main thing. I don't think
it's on the same level as a normal student and an AP student. But
I was just saying that was just my analogy that I was using. I didn't know a better analogy to use.
A better analogy. I don't know.
There's times I do wish I was a regular student, though, because like I said, the time. It would be nice to like be able to go out and hang out with people and have the time. But I worked this year, so I was classes in the morning, practice in the afternoon, work at night, and that was like my day-to-day schedule. It was very miserable, very boring.
I would enjoy something like that, but I enjoy doing like very monotonous, tedious work. I guess that's why I like being a math major.
Another thing that's different with us and our experience is that you go to a large university, and my university is very small. So what's your experiences at UT and what you thought about it? And why'd you choose UT? Actually,
I chose UT because they said yes. No, I chose UT because I really enjoy Austin.
Oh, okay.
I always told my mom and dad, I was like, I see myself just living in Austin one day, so I might as well go to college there. The options were like some school in West Texas, and I was like, no, it's kind of far, it's hot, and I just hate the place. And I was like, so probably not West Texas. Another one was Louisiana, and I was like, that's cool. I'd have stayed in tuition, not cool. And then UT was like, hey, we accepted you. Also, you won't have to pay anything. And I was like, I'm in. I'll go there.
So maybe there is a similarities with student athletes, because I mean, even being a regular student, because you still have to put all that work in and keeping your grades and maintaining a GPA and everything, so then you can get those scholarships. So then your work does kind of transfer into a scholarship, so you can get away to where you can get your school free. Yeah,
I mean, but that's only in Texas. I don't have as much freedom choosing a school. Thankfully, Texas is a giant state, so
there's so many schools. Now, when you first entered campus and you like had roommates, did you like your roommates?
I did. I only had one roommate.
Okay,
shout out Aaron Green. I've known him since middle school.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. And he went to UT. Aaron Green has probably one of the most interesting stories. Is it okay if I tell a little bit of his story?
Yeah, of course.
So his college story is in high school at Centennial. He wanted to do the Naval Academy. So he was always constantly missing from school, or he wouldn't hang out with us sometimes because he was like working out and stuff like that. Like, he was putting tons of work. And one day in our group chat, he's like, look who I just met. And it's like the governor of Texas at that time. Or maybe it was someone on Congress. It was someone like big in a high position
in Texas.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa, he's actually getting stuff done. And then he got a letter of recommendation from Congress and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, that's so cool. Naval Academy said no. He didn't get in. He's like, okay, well, I guess I'll do UT instead. Like, that's his fallback plan. UT,
dang.
One of the best schools in Texas.
And that's your fallback.
Yep. And so while he was at UT, he was doing pre-med, I think. I don't think he liked it, though. And so, and again, that was his fallback. So that's a super difficult major to get into at UT. And then while he was there, he was doing more training, did more work and other stuff, and he got into West Point.
Oh, I heard West Point.
Yep, he got into West Point. So a few people I know that went to West Point weren't able to get in until they were like 22 or 23. Aaron got in at 18, and I'm like, that's
awesome.
Nice. He's always putting in tons of work. But then now he's like, yeah, I don't want to be in the Army anymore. So who knows? But he's smart enough to pick whatever he wants to do.
And I wish I had that access of being smart to pick whatever you want. My grades were decent in high school. So coming out of high school, I had, a 3.6 GPA. My test scores were trash. Not a good test taker. So when it came to that, with being recruited for athletics, yeah, grades do matter to them, but like you still have to be accepted to the school too. Yeah, you might be accepted to the athletic part, but if you're not lining up with the grades at the school, like
some people forget that about student athletes.
Yes, that is, you still need to manage good grades, but still perform well on the track to make the school look good.
Yeah.
My experience at Little Rock, my first year was not ideally. I did not think I was going to be that homesick, but I was, because I was constantly in my room every day. My roommates just were, I didn't like my roommates that much. I mean, I would say, like, I'm kind of cool with a few of them now, like, because I had 3. I'm cool with, like, 2 of them, but the other one, I don't even want to talk to her. But at the time, I felt so isolated from them all the time, and I feel like they never wanted to do anything with me. And so my first year experience was so bad.
That sounds pretty terrible. All I did was study, so I didn't have a whole lot of fun.
That's nothing I didn't do. I did do a lot of studying.
Well, okay, here's an interesting question. If you got to choose between a student athlete or like academic scholarships, which one would you pick?
That's our choice.
So like, let's say, I guess an honors student, that'd be better, because honors student have to maintain like a 3.5.
Ooh, okay.
Some of them.
We have to do it based on how I am in school.
What do you have to? No, let's base it off of like pure hypothetical.
Okay.
So what do you have to maintain right now as a student athlete?
A student athlete, you have to maintain a 2.5 GPA.
Okay, so a 2.5.
Or maybe 2.0, maybe lower than that. It's 2.0. Okay. Low. It's really
low. 2.0, but you have to do all kinds of work in track.
Yeah.
Or
be an honor student, have 3.5. And
so you have to do.
Study. See, that sounds weird. So
which one would you rather do?
Then I would rather be an athlete. See, now I feel bad for saying athletes are better. AJ's making me feel bad over here. So maybe it would.
Well, no, I was just curious because.
Being honored. Yeah.
That's kind of the position I was in high school. That's another reason I went to UT is because I didn't have to do soccer. There was a couple places where I could have gone to free for if I did soccer. And I was like, but I don't want to be a student athlete because I have to do all this extra stuff.
Yeah.
But I saw that I could still be just a pure student, which is, I guess, what I enjoy more, even though I'd still have the same amount of time no matter which one I picked.
Okay.
So
there wasn't like anything there was like just...
It was more like, I got to pick whichever one I preferred,
I think if I just didn't do athletics, then I would be at this preferable school that I actually wanted to go to. I actually wanted to go to UNT. That was the school I wanted to go to. So bad. I wanted to go there my freshman year. They had a great medium program.
So UNT is your dream school?
I would say was my dream school. Maybe it's still in my heart as a dream school.
Out of all the colleges in the world, UNT?
From UNT.
I'm just picking. Or I'm just...
picking.
I'm just trying to see if that's like, are you only picking Texas or everywhere?
That's everywhere.
Okay.
I didn't really, at first, like in my head, I did not want to go out of state.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to stay in Texas. And I mean, UNT didn't, like, I mean, I didn't really, for me personally, I don't care where I live at. Like, I can adapt to anything. So like, but just Arkansas was the only thing that was tough to adapting the first semester. Second semester, I found like, friends, like I started like kind of getting my footing, and even the second year was slightly better. I would say slightly, because like this as much as what slightly is. You can't see my hands, but it's like a really much size, almost an atom size better. I don't know what was different. Maybe because of COVID and like everything was just so like boring. And like I said, my campus is really small, so there was nothing really to do the first year. So imagine it being just completely dead all the time.
Oh,
it was dry.
Yeah.
I did not. That was not. Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing school during COVID. I don't. Props to everyone who made it through, for real. And people who graduated college during COVID. Clap it up for you guys. Because I couldn't.
COVID school sucked.
COVID school did suck.
Zoom University was awful.
Zoom? Do you know how many people literally got crew necks saying Zoom University?
It was so...
Like, who made this? Because whoever made it, I love you. Because that's literally the most funniest thing in the whole world.
Yeah, if you want to ship us some Zoom University shirts, we will wear them
all the time.
The
you just need to let us know. Comment down below if you know where you can get some Zoom University crew necks. Love me some crew necks.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, everyone had different college experiences, especially, being an athlete. But speaking of being an athlete, we're going to transition to our next topic about the Olympics. 2020 Olympics right now that's going on.
Yeah.
So,
Olympics.
I was just on my phone before we even... Yeah, 2020. 2021, I mean, sorry. Well, technically, it was supposed to be 2020.
Okay, that's what I was...
It was supposed to be 2020. But it's 2021, but it's still...
Since when does an Olympic fall on an odd year?
Yeah, no, that's not supposed to happen. Obviously, you guys know COVID shut...
They should just delay it another year, because this is messing
At this point, agree. So this is what I was about to say. So, obviously, I saw on Twitter, before we even started recording, that Japan, they're having an emergency shutdown 2 weeks before Tokyo, like before Olympics. But my thing is... It's going to stink to those athletes who've been training for years. You literally have to train 4 years for one race. That is the biggest race of your life. Which is, that's why I'm saying being an athlete, like certain stuff like that, like drives me insane. You do years and years of blood, sweat. No matter what sport it is, you do all this blood, sweat, and tears and everything for one little competition that you just need. Like,
yeah, but it's literally the biggest competition.
It is, yes. And I mean, obviously, I wanted to be an Olympian. When I was like 13, that's one thing I wanted to. I was like, I'm going to be an Olympian. I'm going to go run. Everyone doubted me in my private school. They knew who they are, but they were doubting me, thinking I wasn't. But
look at you now, going to Tokyo 2021.
I'm not, guys. I'm not. I'm crossing too fast. And I'm not there yet. I'm at Little Rock right now. I can't. But yeah, so that's being... at this point, I kind of agree. I think they need to delay another year. But that gives Sha'Carri Richardson another chance. So, as all y'all know...
Oh, that's such a... Wait, that's a really interesting question. So, she gets banned from Tokyo 2021 Olympics. But if it got delayed another year, would the ban
still be
extend?
No, I don't think it should. Because they only said it was a month banned.
I see. So they put a time limit. They didn't put a name
on it. No, they just say a month ban. Yeah, a month ban. Yeah, that's a loophole.
That's pretty cool.
But my thing is I'm gonna feel bad for all those athletes who got who trained. Now they have to do it again. Like, you have to stay at that same level again. You never know what's gonna happen. There's a lot of athletes who got COVID, who dealt with depression, who had all types bad.
Yeah, it happens to all kinds of athletes in their career because they have bad knees.
I feel like you know what, that is true.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I was just saying a lot of
like I'm dumb.
No, I'm just saying mainly the biggest things people use. Well, tearing
your knee.
Yeah, that is.
Every athlete's gotta walk.
What?
My knees. I stopped midway because it sounded dumber. It sounded... You know how sometimes you're like, it sounded smarter in my head? It sounded dumber in my head as I was saying it.
My brain always thinks stupid things, but I say it anyways. I just have to say it. How I think is how I'm going to say it. So if it sounds dumb, that's how I thought it. I can't... That was a lot of stuff on my knee, guys. But anyways...
Yeah, they would just have to keep up for another year.
But do you think they have to would they have to redo the trials again, or do those people who was already pretty much set to go this year, would they?
It depends. When were the trials prior?
The trials literally happened a month, maybe a couple weeks ago. Literally 2 3 weeks ago.
I think they should do the trials again if they were to delay it
a year.
Because you don't know if that athlete's still going to be fast in a year.
Yeah, which is true.
And although it sucks to like, dang, I lost my spot because, it was delayed. It's like, well, maybe
this will push me harder.
No, maybe you actually lost your spot because you were getting too comfortable with always winning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But also, some athletes they lose just because of time. You get old, young people are gonna win. So there's two sides to it.
But there was a lot of fresh faces with the Olympics who.
Oh, in this Olympics, I didn't recognize anyone.
There's a lot. I mean, obviously, the only person I really recognized was obviously Allison Felix.
Mm-hmm.
But she had a child and everything. So I mean, for her, how is that setback gonna affect her? Does she want to retire though? My thing is like she's been doing it for a while now. Mm-hmm. For me, I feel like for her, this should have been her last Olympics. But if we get set back, you got to do it all over again and train and do that whole thing a year.
Yeah.
But then for the younger people like Sha'Carri, which I feel so bad for her about the whole testing positive for marijuana. I think it was, so why that? So okay, so hold on. So my training coach, who I'm training with right now, we've all had a conversation about it. So the issue was she consumed it between the 48 hours of competition time.
Okay.
So she did it. So she either had to do it like 2 days prior or a day prior, blah blah blah. So she did it before the trials, or I don't know if it was during. I don't think it was during. It was before.
Yeah.
So obviously when they tested her, they saw it. But my thing is it really like steroids? Is it that big of a deal?
Exactly. That's what the main debate is around.
What do you think?
Performance enhancing. I don't think it's performance enhancing at all. If anything, it inhibits you a little bit. But
yeah,
it's. I don't think it's performance enhancing. I also don't think it's performance enhancing 2 days prior.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's like, although they argue that it stays in your system, you can't argue that it affects your system for that long.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So that's like taking a steroid and then me not doing anything for 10 years and then I run or something like, oh, but he did steroids 10 years ago.
Yeah.
One time. And it's like, but does it actually affect that race at that time?
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to performance enhancing, I don't think it's at all performance enhancing. I think this is just a straight legal / social issue, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. And I think there's the other side of the debate is to where people say, well, she should have known better because she's competing at the biggest stage right now. Like, you shouldn't be doing any of that type of stuff. So that was everyone's other side of the debate, was that she knew had the trials. The fact that you did that just shows lack of. It's just, for me, it's just.
Although it's a rule, it's a dumb rule. You still kind of have to follow it.
You still need to follow it. So that is the other issue, is that people say she should have just followed the rules. If she wanted to do that, she should have done that on her own time, and not where it's the Olympics, the big deal. Mm-hmm. You should have just waited. So I'm speaking for the other people on that side. For me, I'm in the middle on the fence because, yes, I understand that she probably shouldn't have done it.
Mm-hmm.
She's also 22, so she's not fully developed. She doesn't know any better. But I know that's not a good excuse. And
but it is there.
But that's factual. That's just scientific. We're not fully developed there yet. So that's how I feel, is that she should have just not done it. Just because that's just simple. It's Olympics. You should have known they were going to drug test you. They did that with NCAA. They drug test us. And I believe marijuana is a substance that is banned, and it can get you in trouble with NCAA as well. Yeah. So it's the same thing. So all rules apply. I mean, it might be a dumb rule. Yeah, but I feel like weed is illegal in Texas, correct?
Yes, Texas.
Okay, so that's my exact point. It's illegal.
Correction. Any substance with THC above 5% is illegal.
Okay, so we don't know what the strand was that she did, but either way, it's legal. Probably should not have done it. So that's my side where I'm kind of disappointed in her that she did that. But then on my other side is...
I didn't even think about that. You know how CBD's legal in Texas?
Yeah.
And a lot of people say CBD helps people with insomnia, anxiety,
Yeah.
More social disorders.
Yeah.
They probably tested her, and it probably was not CBD, but if it was CBD, do you think they still would have banned her?
If it's in the rule book, then yeah. That's the thing is, and that's the other side.
That's just weird.
It's the
that's
rules.
Why I think it's weird.
Yeah, it's the rules, and it's stupid. Yeah, as much as we might think it's stupid rules, or as our fans, we think it's dumb because it's like, bro, like it's just weed. There's literally people out there who've tested for steroids, all these types of other drugs that have clearly enhanced them to be better at what they do. She was going through a lot too at the time. Literally, her mother died, and someone randomly told her. So I think also she had a poor relationship with her mom, I believe, because how does someone randomly tell you? Not a family member. It was a random reporter that told you. Don't know how that happens. Clearly you don't have a strong relationship with your mom. But either way, that's your mom. You only get one mom, so obviously that had to suck. So she probably did it for anxiety, for her depression, and she thought, okay, this was just...
For something. Yeah.
For something. So I think she used it as a way to kind of like ease her pain during the trials. So, like, I kind of feel pity for her at that side. It's like she was going through a lot mentally. And people don't understand that, mental health is serious, especially within the athletic community. Like, it is very tough to try to go out there and be in front of all these people and perform and try to be your best. When you're getting hate on social media from other people saying, oh, you're not this and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's a lot to take in. That's why I could not be a professional athlete.
And there's the other side of it where people's like, oh, I know you're going to do great. And you're like, no, I have to live up to these people's expectations.
So it's like...
There's just so much pressure.
It's so much pressure, and it's like so much... You got to prove the haters wrong, and then you got to prove your fans that you can do it. So it's like, I don't think I could be a professional athlete now thinking about it. 13-year-old me probably wanted to be, but 20-year-old me is like, that's a lot. I couldn't even be...
Yeah. I understand with everything on the whole, like, the backstory, the circumstances, all that makes sense to me. It also makes sense when I look at purely rules and sort of facts. So if I didn't look at her, but if I said like a person did this before then, it's like I completely understand. The term that I have the biggest problem with is, again, performance enhancing. Yeah. Because it's like if you really want to ban all performance enhancing drugs, that means athletes can't take like Advil or allergy medicine because
it's gonna enhance.
It does. It makes you breathe a little bit better because your nose isn't stopped up or whatever. Yeah. And so that's why I'm saying the whole performance enhancing argument is dumb. Now, if you want to argue that it's in the rules, so she has to follow it, I get that.
We get
that's completely fine.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's where I'm, like I said, I'm on the fence. But overall, knowing her story and how she got to where she's at. I mean, it's tough to see. It is. Because I know she worked really hard to get that point, and one silly mistake just cost you the Olympics. But you never know. This thing gets backed up again, then that's a grace from God, because then she gets another chance to prove herself and to prove everybody, like, hey, yeah, I made this mistake, but I can fix it. That's why I said I can never be a celebrity either, because everything's the limelight, everything you do. Yeah. Everything you do. You can't do anything wrong. Nothing. You can't make a mistake because everyone just calls you out on it. Mm-hmm. Like, she was trending all over Twitter with the whole testing positive.
She was trending before that because people were...
Oh, yeah. She was trending before that because they're like, oh, God, she ran fast.
I think the first time I saw her trending was they were like... people were debating that she didn't look... like she should run or something like that.
Oh my God, that's a good topic to say.
There was that huge debate, and then it was trending like, oh my God, she is she is super fast. And then now it's trending that it's like the whole getting banned stuff, and it's like, dang, she's just been in it.
Yeah, I've been in the limelight so much these past whatever how many months. It's been probably like 6 months, maybe longer. But that's a good thing that you said about how she looks. Yeah. That is the thing that irritates me. Is like, why do us athletes have to perceive or why do we have to look a certain way, like to fit as the mold of like this athlete? Like, okay, I wear acrylic nails too. I don't wear them as long as she does, and I don't always get my nails often. To be honest, I don't really do my nails during track season because sometimes they get in the way. It depends. Sometimes I do get them done, but overall, I'm not always having my nails done for the season. Yes, she changed her hair up a lot, which is, I think, is awesome. I like that she changed her. I don't know what the issue is. I think people's issue is she's from the ghetto.
Yeah.
And she's not like,
That was the real issue, but nobody wanted to say it. So
yeah, they just say that she's not as trained as these other professionals where they know how to speak on the media. They know how to kind of keep their image up, keep it high-minded, just like Allison Felix or any of those big-name people, like everything. So, like, I think that was people's issue, was that they were like, oh, she's from the ghetto. She just doesn't know how to talk. She doesn't know how to do this, and she looks like this. And...
But they didn't want to say that, so they were like, a certain athlete must uphold a certain look. And
but FloJo was the exact same way, though.
There must be an outstanding person for children to look up to. I'm like...
They're like, why does that matter?
I'm like, if you're children... It's like, doesn't...
Well, people who look up to her are those kids who were in the same situation she was when she was a kid.
Exactly.
Those kids are like, oh, I was in the same situation as her, came from nothing, and had to make a name for myself. So, I mean, everyone has their debates on why they dislike her and why they like her. And overall, I think she's just young. And she's literally us, pretty much. Like, she's literally...
How old is she? 22?
Yeah, I think she was born either 1999 or...
That means I got a chance. I don't know if you saw that, but I just fist bumped.
Let's double check. I mean, she might be a year older than you.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think she is a year older. Because I think when she was a freshman...
Age is just a number.
Age is the only number, guys. Age is... Imagine AJ just slides up and Shakira's DMs. Imagine you did, though. You're like, hey, you got thick thighs?
It'd have to be in person. I don't...
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You don't do... Oh,
That's right. So, step one, figure out where she is.
Well, she is from Dallas, though.
Sounds like a stalker.
But just letting you know, she is from the Dallas area. So there you go.
Figure out where she is. Step 2, talk to her. Step 3, we're getting married.
Wow, that was a big step.
In between doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was a big step from 2 and 3 because I was a stalker of marriage.
Well,
boom.
Yeah, she's already gonna be like, oh my god, you're the one. And be like, yeah, I know. No, it's me.
Oh yeah, AJ knows how to woo all the ladies. That's a good side note I want to say. AJ, guys, would make a good boyfriend, guys.
No, let's stop.
Yeah, no.
Nice, stop it.
No, I just want to have a little side note here. Yeah, for real, guys. AJ is legit. Y'all need to come on.
I'm also the person that's editing this, so this will get cut out. That's fine.
Don't cut this out. I'm trying to hype you up, dude. I'm trying to hype you up.
No.
I also forgot what was the next topic, so that's why. I forgot what I was going to say. I think that was the only thing we were talking about today.
No, we're not just talking about student athletes.
We talked about
college.
We talked about the Olympics right now. What is your favorite sport in the Olympics? Do you watch the Summer Olympics?
Yeah, I watch the Olympics.
I don't watch the winter.
You don't watch the Winter Olympics? I watch all kinds of sports, to be
honest.
Do you really?
Yeah.
A few days ago, I was watching... I don't even remember what it's called. It's a sport in Spain. It looks like football, but they don't have any pads, and there's 60 people, and it's fist fighting. But there's a ball, and they do have to move it to a goal. And yeah, I was watching it for like 2 hours. I'm like, this is the most interesting thing I've ever seen. I don't know what the announcers are saying because it's all in Spanish, but it's still super cool. And then I watched swimming, the swimming events, the diving, because that's really cool. But I think that they should have a gun as they dive, but that's a whole nother story.
Oh my god.
I watch soccer sometimes.
Elaborate on that.
What else? Didn't they just add skateboarding?
What?
No, they added a new sport.
New sport?
They also took something out that I thought was ridiculous, but they added something.
I'm going to look at what the current sports are in the Olympics and the Summer Olympics. But, no, I didn't even heard about skateboarding.
All the running events, I try to watch all those.
I just don't watch what's in the winter. I guess ice skating is the only thing I would actually watch.
Oh, ice skating is so cool to watch.
That's the only thing I watch.
Snowboarding, the freestyle events.
Yeah.
Mega ramp stuff. I know that's not what it's actually called, but that's what it looks like. Skiing, all the skiing events.
Yeah, I don't watch anything.
Ski jumpers, oh my god, they're ridiculous.
Oh, like on the Wii?
I hate you. Why?
Like, you guys know, I wish y'all could see me, but like, so, you guys remember playing on the Wii? And like, so, when you had to do the ski jump, you had to like move your arms.
You
like,
don't have to yell, you're right next to the mic.
Let me back up, because I'm loud. So, you know how you like kind of do the like, whoosh, whoosh, and then you have to get on the Wii board and like, whoo!
Yeah, well, ski jumping is pretty cool, although you made it sound hella lame. Don't spill your drink.
It's empty. Got it over, spilled the tea. Ah!
You're gonna have to clean it up.
But no.
Did you look up the events?
Sorry.
I want to know the one that they added.
Okay, current sports in the Summer Olympics. But no, I always watch the summer. I watch tennis. Do you watch tennis?
This is pretty cool.
Okay, I'm glad you actually like watching tennis, or at least can watch it. Some people just
I can watch tennis.
People think it's lame.
15, 30, something all.
What? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say
15,
the points?
30.
Good try though. That was Coco. What's her name?
I don't know the tennis terms, but I know who.
Okay, so I think it says swimming, shooting.
No, those are the boring ones. Keep going.
Okay, I'm trying to read them all.
Table tennis,
basketball, archery, fencing, gymnastics, football, rowing.
What? Hold on, go back.
Rowing?
No. The one before.
Football.
Oh, you mean okay?
Like soccer.
Yeah.
Judo, badminton, boxing, weightlifting, wrestling, triathlon.
That one's awesome.
Triathlon. You know what? If I knew how to swim, I would do a triathlon.
Triathlon is pretty good. What do you mean if you knew how to swim? It's easy.
I don't know how to swim.
It's like running, but vertical.
But I don't know how to swim, AJ.
Yeah.
I don't know how to swim.
Super easy.
Well, it's not easy because I have almost drowned twice in my lifetime.
The next podcast we do is going to be from Marina's house with her pool. We're going to teach you how to swim. It won't be that entertaining because they're not going to
see us.
To you.
But they're going to... You're going to hear me drowning, guys.
So
and
what else?
AJ will be witness of... I'm trying to look.
Why are you so slow? Keep going.
I went off a different thing. So they do have BMX. The biking thing, BMX with the ramp. But they don't have, whatever you said.
Skateboarding? I thought they did.
I think they added karate, interesting, taekwondo. What is trampolining?
That's where they bounce on a trampoline and it's like diving, but with multiple reps.
But I thought that would be a part of gymnastics.
No, that's been around.
Okay, they did not add... Oh, they did add skateboarding.
No.
They did.
I thought so.
Sailing. They add sailing. What do you do in sailing?
Wasn't that already around?
No, that's rowing. I knew rowing.
No,
what's sailing? No, I don't know what's sailing. I don't never seen that on the Olympics. Sports climbing, what?
Oh,
rock.
Yeah, speed climbing. That is the coolest thing too.
I love that, but I guess they're adding. I've never seen any of this.
Speed climbing is legit. I think that should be in the Olympics.
Well, I think it might be because it says sports climbing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should be. That's well-deserved sport that's in there. That's definitely...
Oh, yeah, look. Olympic debut is supposed to be this year.
That's pretty cool.
Well, it's confusing when it says 2020 because we're in 2021.
Yeah.
Guys, can you guys believe in 5 months?
It's going to be... I was telling Jaden this. I get it. In 5 months, it's going to be 2 years since 2020. It's called math, okay? It's not that big of a deal.
Mind-blowing, guys. It's going to be 2 years.
Do you listen to 80s music?
No.
You don't know 80s music? Do you know 80s music?
What's just the genre?
Yeah, 80s music.
Okay, yeah, I know the genre.
40 years ago.
Okay.
Isn't that more mind-blowing than 2 years? It's just 2 years.
40 years ago, I wasn't alive, so...
Yeah, but that's weird to think that we still listen to that type of music.
Oh, okay. Years. Oh, okay, I know what you mean. Well, certain people listen to 80s music.
Your parents know 80s music?
Does Michael Jackson count as 80s?
Yeah, that does count.
Okay, then I guess that's the only person I listen to in the 80s. Or not in the 80s.
You need to be more well-rounded culturally. Yeah, okay, cool. You pick up my mumbling because you don't know any other rebuttals. That's cool. You're observational. Yeah, see, that was a better rebuttal than that one.
I didn't even hear what you said. No, but
I didn't understand what I said either. It's fine.
Are you trying to shoot my intelligence here?
Yes, I am.
Guys, we're getting canceled.
We're not getting canceled. All we're doing is
we're
just making fun of each other. It's not how we're gonna get canceled.
You're already telling me I'm not well-rounded with music.
Yeah. You don't know any 80s music?
Okay, I'm at 01, baby. I am 20 years old. I'm not going to listen to something that happened 40 years ago.
Why would you not?
Because I don't want to. What are we straining your head for?
No wonder you're a student athlete. You don't listen to music.
I do listen to just not 80s. That's the one thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I love me some good 2000s music. Come on, you can't say you don't like it.
2000 music is okay.
American Boy.
It's okay.
Good song. Crazy in Love by Beyonce. Oh my god.
They're still just riding the wave of 90s music.
Who's riding them?
The 2000s music.
Yeah.
It is so similar to 90s music that it might as well be all together.
Well, then there you go.
90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
2010 music, definitely
what
forgettable.
song from 2010?
I'm like, definitely forgettable.
No, well, that's Sail. That song, Sail. Wasn't that in 2010? Some song from Ariana Grande was in 2010. You used to call me on yourself. Definitely was 2010, wasn't that?
I only remember the Wii Mix.
The Wii Mix?
Wii Mix, yeah, with 2 eyes. You know the game you were just talking about, Wii?
Oh, yeah.
They remixed it with Hotline Bling. Great.
Bruh, have you ever seen on TikTok?
You need to be more well-rounded music-wise.
You just want me to grow around.
We're going to have a music-dedicated podcast.
I think we will.
I think it's too... I just know tons of music, so that could be it too.
Maybe you do. But I do not. I cannot wait for the Olympics, bro. I'm so excited.
It's going to be cool.
I'm very excited to see this sports climbing thing.
I really hope it gets delayed, though.
Yeah.
I just hate that it's an odd year. I don't care. Like, screw the athletes. I don't care. It's on an odd year. It shouldn't be. It's always been.
You guys hear that? AJ said, forget you athletes. All the hard work you did. It's on an odd year. Can't watch it.
It's always... No, it's not that I can't watch it. It's just that
it's the fact that it's always been...
I don't want to see that all these athletes, they're like, oh, this person broke this record in 1988. It's like, oh, this person broke the record in 2021. And it's like, the only odd number in there.
Give some cringe, guys, cringe.
Actually, there might be some other odd numbers earlier, but the even numbers are just better.
No, I think you're right. It's only been... every Olympics. I mean, obviously people can break the records during any time of the year. When they
No, but they can only break the Olympic records during the
Olympics.
Olympics.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just saying any type of record.
Nah, world records are... Who cares?
No,
Olympic records
Whoa,
are cool.
world records are still cool.
Yeah, they're okay.
I just think it's
Olympic
weird. There's a world
cool.
record and then there's an Olympic record and then like most of the time the world record.
People are impatient.
Huh?
I think it's because people are impatient.
Yeah.
They don't want to wait 4 years for the Olympics to break a record, so they just do it then.
World record and then there's like world leading. There's all these stuff. World leading. There's
world leading.
That's like you have the best time in the world.
Oh, that's just okay. This is normal.
That's just normal. It's not, but you don't have the record though. You don't got the world record, but you're world leading.
Yeah,
you're number one out of everyone in the whole United States of America, or not the what? I'm so.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be a title. That should just be like. Okay,
no, that is.
They won the Olympics. It's like so now what they're.
No, I'm not saying in the Olympics. I'm saying like if they're at another meet, they can be world leading after one race. They can run like let's just say.
So then when does world leading expire?
I don't know when it expires. The next following year? I don't know how it expires.
See, that's dumb. World record and Olympic record at least makes sense because they're forever until someone breaks it.
But world leading means that you're just the best in the world. That's what like...
Then that's just called being the best in the world. Why do they have to call it world leading?
That's what they say.
Well, they should rethink their terms of...
They should rethink their terms.
Yes.
You know another girl that's going to Olympics who's literally younger than us? What's her name?
Probably a gymnast.
No, gymnasts are young going to the Olympics, and that's awesome.
Because they have to be small.
Well, no, because Simone Biles is probably 23, 24, and she's literally 4 foot 7.
Yeah, but she's gifted genetically.
Yeah, she's gifted. But, I mean, those people train they've been training since they were 2 years old, being a gymnast.
That's another thing.
Okay, Coco Gauff is literally...
Coco?
Coco's her name.
I'm cheering for her. I like her name.
Yeah, you'll like... That's Coco.
Sweet.
Coolio.
How old is she?
She's very young, AJ. She's literally, I think, 16 or 17. She's 17.
Wow. In the Olympics?
In the Olympics, 17.
For tennis, though.
For tennis.
That's amazing.
I think she is she the youngest? I think she's the youngest person to be in the Olympics. I believe so. I think, for tennis. I think that is true. Yep, she is. The youngest tennis player to be named to the U.S. Olympic team since 1992.
Wow.
Yep, the youngest player. Dude, she played like Serena Williams and all them. Oh my god. Amazing. Cool. Amazing. I used to love watching tennis. I used to love playing it. Then I stopped. But yeah, the youngest, 17 years old, going to Tokyo.
Who's the youngest Olympic athlete ever?
That's a good question.
And wait, real quick, guess what kind of sport you think it is.
I would say probably maybe track. Because
track for the youngest athlete ever?
or gymnastics. One of those two. Let me say why. I think either track or gymnastics. Because both those sports, people started at that age of like literally 2. I mean, yes, soccer probably, but I just...
Okay, so you'll get 3 guesses. So your number 1 you think is track. Your second guess is what?
Is gymnastics.
Gymnastics, and your third one probably...
Oh, man, I don't have a third one. I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I'm trying to think of other sports. Tennis. Did I already say tennis?
Tennis, okay.
So I'd say maybe
track,
tennis. Yeah.
I already forgot the second one.
Oh, I forgot too, AJ. Track, tennis, gymnastics.
Okay, track, gymnastics, tennis.
What did you think? Yeah, I'm remembering.
Number 1, I'm gonna go with shooting.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Going with shooting.
Okay, go.
Second one, I'm going with gymnastics. Third one, I'm going with diving.
Ooh, there was a lot of young kids in diving. There's a 14-year-old boy that was trying to dive.
I'm trying to think of the most
sports,
least athletic. Like, no offense to any
people,
divers or gymnasts. I know that takes tons of ability.
Oh, here we go.
You can also start that extremely young.
Okay, here we go.
And shooting doesn't take a ton of athletic ability, but you can start it also really young.
So name the sports that you said.
I said shooting, gymnast, and diving.
Okay, so I would say diving still counts because it says Brown would be... So this girl, she was... How old is she? Hold on, pause. I thought I was almost right. Hold on, wait. I'm trying to look. What is Garrick String became the youngest person ever to win a gold medal at the age of 13?
13? What was it? What did he do?
It was a girl. It was a girl.
Oh,
diving! You're right!
Oh, diving!
Diving was her sport, and she got a gold medal.
What is the youngest athlete ever? No medals or anything, just youngest athlete in the Olympics ever.
Okay, well, here we go. Someone says skateboarder Sky Brown becomes Britain's youngest. Okay,
no,
that's Britain.
Not Britain.
I need the world. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find the world.
Why are you so slow?
See, that's the thing. There's not an age limit with the Olympics, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is really awesome. I'm trying to look. I literally looked up youngest Olympian ever. And it doesn't it's naming other sports. That's what I'm saying. It's naming like all types of sports. But being 13 and competing for Britain's skateboarding team, that's pretty good. 13. That's really good. How? Okay. Man, imagine being the oldest competitor ever. This guy was 72 years old.
Wait.
Shooting!
He
was in
just
shooting!
about to guess it.
Yeah. Sorry. What the heck?
Oh, so I got both ends. I got the youngest and the oldest. Man, you suck at guessing.
I clearly do, because how do you be...
Why would you guess? What did you put?
I said gymnastics, tennis, or
gymnastics
track.
Was reasonable.
I think track is still
reasonable. Are you kidding me?
Yes, kids.
You think a 13-year-old could beat you right now?
Okay, there's not 13.
Exactly.
Okay, true. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, guess the oldest female competitor in the Olympics.
Why do I have to guess a female? That's rude.
Okay, well, just guess what sport she was in then.
What sport?
Yeah.
Oldest female.
Oldest female. What sport do you think she was in?
Oldest female. Let me think.
You ponder on that while I keep trying to look for the youngest male. The youngest person ever. Okay, I think I found one. I found the youngest person ever. Okay.
I'm curious to hear that one say.
Okay, so the youngest, it was a Greek gymnast. Gymnast. I can't speak. Greek gymnast, 10 years old. The youngest documented Olympian, 10 years old.
What year? Like 17?
1900s.
Oh. Well, I can't win them all.
Whoa, my man. Whoa. Wow, that's crazy. I guess rowing also is a young age to do things because there was a guy who was the youngest male gold Olympic medalist, and he was in rowing in the 1900s.
Rowing?
Rowing, 13 years old.
That's impressive because rowing.
Imagine being 13 and rowing. That's no strength. That's strong. That's why I still think that. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe at track being 13, you can't be as fast. You don't be running like 10s or 9s at 13.
Yeah, there's no way.
So I guess the sports are gymnastics, rowing, and shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. The oldest lady ever to compete in the Olympics was doing equestrian. She rode a horse.
Equestrian,
yeah. I forgot that's a sport in there, but
is it still a sport? Stuff gets removed all the time.
I forgot. Maybe it's not anymore. I'll have to check. But she was 70 years old.
Oh wow!
Riding a horse. I could never. Oh look, this girl, youngest female gold medalist, USA swimmer.
Swimming. That's impressive.
She was 13 and she was in the 4x1.
That's really cool.
Imagine being 13.
In swimming.
Oh, then here's the other girl also. This other girl that I looked up earlier that also was 13. She was in diving. So yeah, you hit all the nails on the... You hit the nails perfectly.
Like diving, I could say swimming is really cool though.
Swimming and being that young to swim like that well, I can't imagine.
Because diving, I think diving's a lot more like gymnastics than...
It's because it's very technical.
Yeah, it's very technical. But that's why I think you could do it at an extremely young age. You don't have to be super fit.
Yeah, to be like a swimmer.
Yeah.
That is cool though. Man, imagine just being the youngest person in the whole world. Like, imagine just being the youngest person ever to just win a gold medal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Imagine be just 13. Just, hey guys, here's my medal.
And be like, going to middle school and be like,
whoa,
here's my Olympic gold medal.
Hey guys, I don't know what you guys are doing, you know. I don't know what they were doing in the 1900s at the time, but
they were
probably playing rocks with rocks.
1900, they were probably, I don't know, fearing nuclear war or something like that.
In the 1900s?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Do you not know history?
Well, maybe them kids were fearing that while that kid was conquering his fear and getting gold medal. Speaking of fears, this will be our last topic.
Okay, fine.
Fears.
Because we got like 15 minutes, so...
Yeah, we're still good on time. Fears.
Okay.
What is your biggest fear, AJ?
Biggest fear?
Yeah. What is like your number one fear that like you just in your head just plays and you're like, oh my god, dreading.
Okay, I don't know about that.
You don't think that deep?
No, I don't think that. Well, I don't think on a scale of biggest.
Okay, fine, not biggest. Let me just say, what is your worst fear?
Oh, I don't like spiders. I don't do spiders.
Okay.
I don't kill spiders. I don't even put a cup over them. I just watch them.
Let them be?
I like just watch them and I wait for them to leave. Like if a spider's in this house, this is now the spider's house and I'm just waiting for it to leave. That's how it works.
I have so many fears. I have a fear of bugs always. Bugs.
Just all bugs?
Lots of bugs that fly, mainly.
Okay.
Mine is from butterflies because they're pretty, but no June bugs
what
that fly.
Ladybugs?
Not scared about ladybugs.
You're scared of ladybugs?
No, I'm not scared.
Oh, okay.
I said if they're pretty insects, I will like them. But if they're not pretty, like an ugly cockroach or those type of things.
That's very mean.
Huh?
That's very mean.
What, a cockroach being ugly?
No, I'm just saying you only like the pretty, and I say that with air quotes, insects.
Pretty, yeah. Ones that are like, you can look at and be like, oh, cute.
That's very mean.
You can't look at a cockroach and be like, oh, cute. Who looks at a cockroach and be like, oh, cute?
Yeah, but a cockroach and a ladybug come from the same place. They're just bugs.
Well, I don't know how the ladybug got prettier than the cockroach. Okay, mainly I just don't like bugs that fly, mainly. I just don't like bugs that fly.
What about a cricket?
Yep, scared crickets. Don't like crickets.
Oh, crickets
I don't like things that jump. Grasshoppers. Oh my god.
Grasshoppers are so cool. Grasshoppers are pretty insects.
They're not pretty to me. I saw 2 grasshoppers sitting on a bench. I had to sit on the other side, all the way over the other side of the bench, just because I could not be around the 2 grasshoppers.
What about worms?
Ew.
You don't do worms?
That's gross.
Frogs?
Definitely gross.
Toads?
My mom does not like frogs at all.
So you don't like frogs, nor do you like toads?
No, fun fact, if you want to learn how to kill a frog, put salt in it. It dies really fast.
That's mean. Snails? What about snails?
I don't have anything. They not do anything to me.
So you are okay with snails?
Yeah.
So you're okay with snails, but you don't like frogs?
I just told you, I didn't say I didn't like frogs. I said my mom doesn't like frogs. I don't mind frogs. I know, but I just told you.
Fine.
Yeah, I just told you though. Only bugs I dislike are ones that fly and that are ugly.
You said you had many fears, so I'm just trying to figure out which one. Birds. What about birds? They fly.
But they're not a bug though.
No, but they fly.
Oh no, I'm not bothered by birds.
Okay.
But I've had a lot of fun, weird
Planes.
experience.
You scared of planes?
I'm not scared of flying, no, I'm not.
Okay, so you're not...
I'm scared of jumping out of a plane, though.
I'm trying to look for the root of the bug problem, because I don't understand how a pretty bug, I say that again with air quotes, is okay, but an ugly bug that flies is not okay.
I just don't like the sound of them. They creep me out. Like, I was just literally walking just to AJ's house, and it was the sound of the bugs.
You know what? I think I know the root of the problem.
What is the root?
What if...
Psychologist over here.
What if... Are you afraid of ugly people?
What?
Answer the question. Are you afraid of ugly people?
No.
Okay, so now I really don't understand.
I
thought you were just afraid of ugly things.
No, I'm not scared of ugly things. I'm just scared of bugs that are just fly, that are typically just nasty to look at. That's what my fear is.
Interesting.
But I'm also... I like
Scorpions.
Yeah, I don't...
That one makes sense because they can kill you.
Yeah.
Snakes?
Oh, yeah, don't like snakes.
Non-venomous snakes.
Don't like snakes at all.
Okay.
I don't like a lot of things. I don't fear those things.
Dogs?
No, I don't. Okay, are we still talking about fearing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't fear snakes. I just don't like them.
Oh, okay. I think I confused the two.
Yeah.
So
we
you
can
not like something.
I can
not be afraid of it.
I can still like just don't like things and still be like not bothered by them.
So a bug you won't go anywhere near, but if you saw a snake, you probably kill it.
Did you hear what I just said? I literally had to run around the neighborhood just to get to your house because there was a bunch of flying bugs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you fear it, as in you won't go anywhere near it.
Yeah.
But a snake, if you saw it, you would.
No, I'm not gonna kill a snake. No.
If you had to, could you?
If I had a machete, then probably.
Okay. Could you kill a bug if you had to?
I can, but I'm gonna be scared.
Okay.
Oh, another thing I'm kind of scared of is geckos.
Geckos? That one makes no sense. Geckos are amazing.
Geckos are creepy, and sometimes before there used to be geckos in our, like one time a gecko got into our house, scared the mess out of me. Wasps are bad, and I scare wasps.
That's a flying insect. That makes sense.
That is scary. Do you not see wasps? Wasps are scary.
Yeah,
and
but
bees.
they hurt. So
I've never been stung by one, but I've heard them by my ears, and oh my gosh. Flies.
Bees, I'm okay with bees because sometimes bees don't sting. Wasps do nothing for the ecosystem. So
yeah, why do we have wasps? What's the point?
They don't even pollinate stuff.
They're just evil, red, orange, whatever color they are, blue. I don't care what color they are. You shouldn't exist, bro. And them dang wasps.
Mosquitoes? Those are flying insects.
Don't like I don't fear them.
Are you afraid of them?
No.
Okay.
I'm mainly afraid of wasps more than anything.
So you're more afraid of cockroaches than you are of a mosquito?
I'm not afraid of cockroaches.
You just said you were afraid
No,
of
I told you I'm just scared of flying, but cockroaches can't fly.
Yes, they can.
They can fly?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, then I'm definitely scared of cockroaches. Bro. And then they can fly. This one's all over the house. What are them dang... Are those June bugs outside?
June bugs.
I'm definitely scared of them June bugs, because them things are... Oh, my God. I felt them hit my leg.
Which, I think we should change June bugs' names to summer bugs, because they don't only come out in June.
They mean in July, August, September, October. They only come at night, though. They come really bad at night, and they're attracted to light.
Well, because they're... Yes, you're right.
That reminds me of Wreck-It Ralph at the end of the movie, where they had the bugs, and they all fly to
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't even watch
I've seen Wreck-It Ralph, but I just don't remember it. It's been a long time.
What is your biggest fear? What is your fear in life? Okay,
mainly spiders.
Spiders, that's it. You have any other fears?
Huh?
You have any other fears?
Well, obviously dying alone.
I'm scared of dying
I'm completely fine with being alone, so I'm not afraid of that.
I would be afraid. I'd be kind of sad if I died alone.
No, I don't know. It's mainly spiders. Again, I don't really think on the scale of biggest and stuff.
You don't scared drowning. You're not scared of drowning. I'm scared.
I'm
scared of falling asleep. A whole tsunami enters in Texas, and I just die.
Well, then it's not a problem because you're dead.
But I'll be so mad just to know I died. Do you think this is just a random thing? Okay. You believe in God, correct? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that maybe when we enter in heaven, God will replay how we died? Imagine if God replayed how we died.
I brought this up to my old chemistry teacher.
Yeah.
He's our chemistry teacher for 3 weeks, then he got a job at NASA.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, I had him too.
I had told him because I always ask my science teachers the most wildest questions, and most of the time they get me in trouble. But I had asked him. I was like, "Hey, Mr. started with a W. I don't remember.
Wallace.
Oh, Mr. Wallace.
I had him too.
I was like, "Hey, Mr. Wallace. Since we only remember things so our memories are, sort of how we live, and if we don't remember something, most of the time we can say it has never happened. Because if nobody remembers something, then it's safe to say it's never happened.
Yeah.
So I asked them, I was like, so is it that when people say their life flashed before their eyes, they're just reliving their whole life, and at this moment right now, we're dead. But our life is flashing before our eyes,
right
and
now.
It just takes 80 or so years.
Oh, that is...
we
need an episode where we talk about conspiracy theories.
You know what? Next episode, conspiracy theories.
That would be a fun episode.
All right, cool.
Okay, so...
Please put your foot down.
I know the point, and I just told him what to do. Okay, guys.
Put your foot down.
AJ, if you...
It's weird.
How is this bothering you?
Because it's so close to my face.
I'm...
Okay, keep it over there or something. Put your foot down.
What is wrong with feet? Are you scared of feet?
No, I'm not scared of feet. It's just weird that it's so close to my face.
It was close to the mic. Anyways.
If you had your hand close to my face, I'd say put your hand down, but it's your foot. Yeah, so move. Just get out of here.
Okay,
Stop. You keep doing it.
This is my way of ending the episode. Okay, guys. So, thanks for tuning in on Tea Time. Clink!
I didn't know we were doing it.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Probably should have said something.